I hate to say this. It did, and you know,
Love got really lost and mistranslated because shit, social media and everything just got...
Well, I think the main thing is we steered away from God. Hi vlog! Welcome to Hiking with D&G. And Theo.
This off first of all.
And Theo.
And Theo. Oh, hi. I do not want to do this hike because Danielle is crazy and she'd be like, oh, it's easy. Next thing you know, you like on all fours climbing up a mountain, like fighting for your life.
Okay, so here's the tea. We were supposed to go to Mount Charleston and it's closed because it's been raining a lot in Vegas, which is not normal. And basically there's a bunch of rocks in the road and they have to clean it up, and yeah, so we can't go to Mount Charleston today.
Yeah.
So I was like, let's just go to Calico Basin.
And I'm like, yeah, a little trail. And she's like, remember that one we did last time?
She didn't remember until we got here.
Like, oh, this is gonna be interesting.
But listen, this trail is great. It's not a trail.
It's not a trail.
It's not
a scramble. This girl and her scramble. She like her eggs scrambled. Cause she don't
like my eggs scrambled.
Cause she does not like to go on trails. She likes to scramble up the mountain.
Listen, it's the best view of Red Rocks. And it's the quickest, easiest way to get to the top. Not easiest.
Yeah, I'm like, let's take easy.
Listen, it's great.
It's the quickest struggle ever.
You guys are gonna be coming along for our struggle today. It's gonna be so much fun, and hopefully Theo can make it over all the big rocks that we have to go over. We're gonna
throwing about like
we'll set up the camera somewhere so you can watch us try to struggle with Theo. But yeah, welcome to our hiking vlog.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a fun adventure.
So I am prone to rolling my ankle, so I'm putting on my ankle brace just to, you know, stay safe.
So we had to go to the gas station really quick because we forgot a lighter, and obviously we're not gonna go on this hike and not have a reward at the end. But on our way back, we were inspired to do a little stretch because, you know, we saw this guy.
He was stretching like this. He has legs up
He
straight.
said,
This is his stretch. I don't know what he was stretching, what muscle that is. But we're inspired. We're like, we should stretch too.
So we're gonna do a little.
Yeah.
All right, stretching over.
I don't do no cardio. People who lived in California, y'all got hikes and stuff. You my first hiking friend.
Get a view of this.
Oh, I am.
Oh.
This is how crazy Danielle is. Just showing y'all that we about to go up this center part right here. Mind y'all, there's no trail. You see this nice little trail that like, no. Just climbing up them rocks.
It's gonna be so fun.
It's like, I want to be mad about it, but I love the challenge deep down inside. I know I need it. I so badly want to complain and be like, I'm not doing this. Let's do something easier. But like, I ain't no bitch.
Mama ain't raised no bitch.
I ain't no bitch, I'm that bitch. And I'm gonna do it.
Period. The best place to be, y'all, in nature, in God's creation.
Honestly, it's really nice to like walk and just like sort through some thoughts, you know? I feel like it's just so peaceful. You can hear things so clearly.
Quiet, it's beautiful. The frequency's high.
have a pimple patch on if you guys see that.
Slay.
Fuck it.
It's a slay. I mean, at least you got ready, because I look like absolute garbage.
I feel like garbage inside that I can't look like garbage on the outside too.
This is why we're doing what we're doing, because this process for us is going to be a healing journey. You're going to heal with us, and we're going to, you know, just try to create beautiful content that actually has substance and meaning and isn't just to like pass the time. Like, you're actually gaining something from it and being inspired, because we need to inspire ourselves. So along this process, we're just gonna bring you with us, because I think we could all use a little inspiration.
We're just trying to figure out how to fill the void with our own selves and our own healing and self-love, because I don't know, I tend to try to fill the void with like relationships and men and people and things. So we're trying to really,
weed and alcohol.
Yeah, weed, alcohol, partying. We really be trying to like fill this void that we have. And we really just came to terms with the fact that we need to just live in our purpose, because the more we live in our purpose, I feel like that makes you feel more whole.
Yes.
So we're trying to live in our purpose more, so that we're not just doing mediocre things with mediocre people.
Because you are who you surround yourself with.
And
we have made a decision to not get caught up in stupid guys, stupid people, and just be with each other and inspire each other, live in our purpose, create content that has substance, you know, do what we love, and hopefully, you know, be able to monetize it and just
make a living off
of loving life, you know? That's the goal.
Because I feel like everybody honestly has access to that and deserves that. They're just not being taught that or inspired to go after it. They're really just conditioned to work 9 to 5 and just be okay with being mediocre, low key.
Exactly.
So I feel like we have to
train. Like, that's what we're like.
It's conditioning.
Indoctrined. Yeah, we're like.
And I just feel like we need to control the narrative and show people there is another way.
I agree. So here's the first challenge.
It looks like piss.
Come on, Theo. Come on, I'm gonna help you. Come here, please. Get you.
Here.
Oh. Is it recording?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh. We made it. No, Theo! You psycho. Oh my gosh. All right. So we're at the next stopping point. Karen, say hello. I'm the hiker, she's the hikey. But, you know, we're making some real progress. It's going good. We don't. We're like halfway there already. It's beautiful here. She can feel the work it's doing on her heart. That's the tea, sis. Say, like, if you are stressed or overwhelmed or you have anxiety about anything, like, the best thing for you to do is to go on a walk. And it's just grounding, you know? And like, another really great thing to do is like get out in nature and take your shoes and socks off. Point being, getting out in nature, putting your feet in the soil, things like this, they just align your vibration to the natural frequency of the earth, which obviously is what we all should be radiating at. But you know, the way that cities are built and the way that we're always like confined within 4 walls and we're always wearing shoes and we're always, you know, just disassociating ourselves from the natural earth that we have, it really like messes with your vibration. So that's why it's good to just recharge, get out in nature, you know, reset. Yeah. A cave shit on some gang shit.
Young cave girl. A wild Garen in her natural habitat. She's barely making it. Let's see how she climbs over this rock. We've got a big boulder. Yup, you gotta go over it, hun. It's too tight to squeeze through. You got it. You got this. Hey, she made it. Woo! Theo's barely surviving, but we out here. We out here. I don't think we're gonna make it to the tippy top today, but we gonna make it. We gonna make it to the midway point. We gonna make it to at least right there. We might not be making it up there today, but we shall see. We shall see. How you feeling?
I'm dying. My chest is.
Garen doesn't do cardio, so we're gonna have to whip that ass into shape. I told her she's gotta start doing 30 minutes of stairs, because if we're gonna be doing hiking vlogs, she gotta be able to hike. You feel? You feel?
There's a difference between a hike and a scramble. This is not a hike.
It's a hike.
This is a climb.
Okay, it's a climb. But it's a good climb.
No, I'm not mad at it.
It's the climb!
Doing this bad when the last time we did it, but I honestly think the heat has a lot to do with it.
It is hot today.
I'm not really much a heat person. It
Yeah.
drains me quickly.
Same. But I like it. I like the desert. It's the climb. Dude, have you seen Miley Cyrus's? Did we watch that together?
What?
Oh no, I was watching that
Our interview?
with Jess, I think. No, she posted. Hulu made this documentary about like her doing like a backyard. It's like a backyard concert thing, and she performs the climb, and it's so cute, and I love it. It's like her whole new album, and then she randomly does the climb. Me and Jess were looking at each other like, is this the climb right now? And it was cute. Check it out.
See it.
Exactly. That dream I'm dreaming, but
There's a voice inside my head saying,
you'll never reach it. All right, we're done. We're done. Okay, so we made it to, I think, is as far as we're gonna get today. And Theo also. I don't think Theo, honestly, I don't think it would be a good idea to take him up there anyway. But, all right, so it's time for our reward. Oh, because we did make it as far as we're going. So, you know.
my hair probably looks crazy, but it's too hot for all that.
That's okay. I look crazy in general. I woke up like 10 minutes before I needed to leave, so. But we were just talking about how like we really desire to like live off the grid. Just like being out here and feeling this energy, we really resonate with it. And so like we think it would be a good idea to just find like friends, like meet friends in the next 5 years or so that have every single skill set that you would need to like run a community. Like doctors, farmers, you know, like.
Have you seen, it's this show on Netflix, and like all their parents go missing, and it's called The Society. That's what that reminds me of. All the parents like go missing, so they have to like create their own like society, and like they have to like they make a whole like court system, and then like there's like people who are assigned to be doctors. Like, yeah, it's a good show, actually.
See, we need some, you know, protectors, like security people. Yeah. We need some judicial people who know the law and who know, I mean, we gonna switch up a few laws, you know, because some of them just don't make a whole lot of sense. Like, obviously, weed is legal.
Marijuana is legal. Matter of fact, it's mandatory that everybody smokes.
Psilocybin, legal. DMT, legal. LSD, legal. All the good things, you know. MDMA, legal. We're just gonna have our own little rules. But we're just gonna buy like an island or something that's in like, I don't know, we gotta find waters that are like, don't have crazy laws. Because, you know, some countries have really, really crazy laws. So we gotta be careful that our island is somewhere that's ran by a government that doesn't really check up on it or something, you know? So we can just do our own thing. So if you're a millionaire or a billionaire and you're looking to create a society elsewhere, we will soon be million or billionaires, and we're going to be aligning with you, and we're going to be looking to connect and to create a culture where we can just live happily, and everybody that we have in our culture like has a role in the society that actually fulfills them and that they enjoy doing. And
we all have, it has to be people that we really do build a genuine connection and true friendship with,
yeah,
so that
like,
we can all trust each other. And
we want to be able to have a community where we can leave our doors unlocked and, you know, not worry about predatory things, and be able to raise children together, like, as a community. Like, you know, like they say it takes a village, and like it really does. And I think that's something we lost as humans, as a species, because, like, you know, we all used to live in tribes, and
I was just thinking while we're looking at the rocks, I'm like, we used to be like tribing it up, bro.
Literally, and everyone would raise the children. Like, it was a job for everyone. Imagine, like, I know there's so many just like single parents out there. Like, I was raised by a single parent, and then my grandpa, you know, like my single parent couldn't even do it. So it's like, ow, fuck, I just burnt myself. Oh my god. But there's so many just people out there raising children who aren't fit to be parents, who aren't ready to be parents, and like, like it just happens. And, you know, I think it's just so important to have a community around you that you can lean on for anything, you know, and that's something that we've lost as a society in general. Like, people don't even know their neighbors these days. Like, you know, I knock doors for a living, and I ask people all the time, like, do you know your neighbor? Like, I'm working with them, and every single time the answer is no. I could say anybody's name. It doesn't matter, because they don't even know them. I'm always saying somebody real's name, but it's like, if I'm new to a neighborhood, I'll just say my last customer in the other neighborhood, because they don't know their neighbor anyway. It doesn't matter. Like, literally, doesn't matter. Like, people don't even know. And like, I just feel like I even remember a time where like my mom would be like, go ride your bike, and like, you know, just let me go play with the neighborhood kids. And like, I would never.
That's how I grew up too. Like,
yeah.
I would like come home from school and like just leave and like go kick it with my friends all day, and then come home. Like, I don't know, we were a community. We had like block parties where like we'd leave all the doors open to the house, and you could just go through the house, and like
everybody would be cooking
there. It was just like different parties at each crib.
Yeah. I feel like my mom, like growing up, always had friends over like from our street. Like my mom knew like everybody on the street, and we were all just like hanging out all the time. Like, my very best friend in life, like, she's pretty much family. I don't even consider her a best friend at this point. Like, she's my cousin. But I've known her since I was 5 years old, because we grew up down the block from each other. My mom and her dad went to high school together, hadn't seen each other since high school, and then we just ended up moving down the street from them when we were like 5 years old. And so that's my best friend. Like, that is like my family. Like, it's crazy. I just feel like we don't grow up in a day and age where it's like safe and like people are trustworthy, and like everybody's just so jaded, and like
we're really trying to like rebuild and just go back to when times were more peaceful and, I don't know, just real love. Yeah,
I think I hate to say this. It did, and you know,
love got really lost and mistranslated because social media and everything just got.
Well, I think the main thing is we steered away from God.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really what has happened in society. And I can agree as much as the next person that religion might not be the way to go. I was raised very Christian, and like I was an atheist for 10 years of my life because I didn't align with Christianity, and I didn't align with the way that I was taught Christianity, and I didn't align with the way that I was taught the Bible. However, I found God in my own way with psilocybin, but on God. No, but
the paparazzi team, Bryce. God.
Oh, Tana, we love you.
Big fan.
So just throwing that out into the universe, Tana Mojo, you're amazing. You're inspiring. Fans. We live in Vegas. Hit us up. We could collab. Anyways, I was an atheist for 10 years because I didn't align with Christianity, and I found God in my own way. And so, like, I think it's really important for us as a society and us as a generation to bring God back into our lives in whatever way that means to you. Like, I think God is the most individual thing that we all face and that we all perceive. And I think that one way that we all can relate and that we all can understand God similarly is that, you know, there are two parts to all of us. One part of us is an experiencer that uses their five senses to take in this physical reality and understand it in whatever way, you know, we were taught or we've chosen to, or, you know, like that is one part of us, an experiencer using our five senses to experience this dimension. But there's another part of us that we all share, and it's the observer of that experience. And I think that's God, and I think that that's what we all have in common, and I think that the more that we can tap in to observing our experience rather than being so tied up in the experience itself, the more that we can play God and be the observer and align with God and listen to what that observer has to say, because it's always telling us stuff, and like, it's important. It's important to go there. It's important to listen to that observer. It's important to be in that space of yourself and just connect with God and really, you know, hear your truth and hear your guidance and hear, I feel like we all know that we all have a voice in our head telling us what we should be doing, and like we know, but we are so disconnected from it that like
we're doing things that we think is the right way, and it don't be the right way when we do it.
Yeah, we're like shutting that voice off completely.
And it's taking us just down a path of just, it's not like long-term fulfillment. It's like instant gratification that doesn't stick forever. It's like we're going down a path of like, how can I get to fame overnight really quickly? Not like, how can I live in God's purpose and have something that's gonna create like generational wealth for me and my family and my kids. Like, no one's thinking
about longevity.
And I feel like only God can really like guide you to longevity.
And I feel like also our culture has kind of conditioned us to believe that we are achieving longevity by working a 9-to-5, by climbing the corporate ladder, by paying, like by listening to the rules, and by listening to the media, and by listening to what they tell us, you know. And I think that like it's time for us as a human race. Are we recording?
Yeah, it is. I have to make sure.
It's time for us as a human race to just think for ourselves and tap back in with God, whatever that means to you, whatever way. I mean, if that is music to you, if that is drawing, if that is, you know, creating art to give to others, creating a healing space to give to others, creating something to give
that can connect you to everyone,
that can connect
you.
So
disconnected. Like, we gotta connect to other people because we're all going through stuff, but we're not, you know, connecting with each other properly.
And like the main thing to know,
I feel like we're trauma bonding more than anything. It's like, okay, we're going through it, let's go to the bar and get fucked up to escape our reality, versus like what we're trying to do is like, let's heal together so that we don't have to keep escaping and trauma bonding. And like, I don't know.
And like, I don't know about you, but I come from both parents with addiction problems, and like, I don't want that for myself, and I don't want to be in that pattern, and I don't want to have the neural pathways that my parents taught me from 0 to 7, because that's like where we all are. Like, our main neural pathways are created from 0 to 7. So whatever your parents were like, or like teaching you from 0 to 7, that's the main way that you think. That's why we receive love in fucked up ways if our parents loved us in a fucked up way, because you literally know that to be love. Like, that's what you know. That's your ingrained pathways. And so it's up to us as adults to recognize that and to unwire those things and to rewire them into pathways that we desire. You know, like love that we actually desire, love that we actually want, not just like what we're attracting naturally, because
that's what we're conditioned to, thinking is love.
Exactly. But it's not. Like, I learned love in a really messed up way, and like, it's not fair for me to always just have that, just because that's how my parents, like, it's not fair that I just got born into parents, you know, that didn't choose to do that right. So now it's up to me to take, you know, responsibility for that. It's like...
And mine is almost the opposite, where I was so loved that I, like, that's all I know to do to other people is give love to everyone, except not knowing how to love myself, like, and be independent and, like, self-fulfilled. Like, mine was, like, I was so loved and so spoiled and so coddled that I just feel like that's all I know. That's all that life is. So let me, like, love every single person I can to death instead of myself. Like,
I mean, I feel like I relate to that as well.
I didn't learn that, like, self-love and just independence, you know, like, how to give that to myself. I only knew, like, how to give it to other people.
I can relate to that as well.
Yeah.
I feel like I definitely was spoiled as a distraction.
Me too. For sure.
So, like, what was really going on.
For sure. I was given everything so that I wasn't able to see what was going on, but subconsciously I feel like I was feeling everything that was going on, and then everything just started to align as I got older. Like, what I was feeling and what I was seeing, and I'm like, oh. Yeah. It's a little fucked up.
Yeah. And I think that a lot of people can relate to that because you know things at such a young age, and I feel like I will never forget this when I reproduce, because
oh God,
I remember being like 4 or 5 years old and my parents thinking that I didn't know what was going on.
Facts.
And like fighting in front of me.
Facts.
And like smoking joints in front of me.
Facts.
And just
it's crazy
like,
being older. I just had this conversation with my mom the other night. I'm like, it's crazy as you get older, those memories come back, and like, because like when you know you're young, you're just going through it. You're not even processing it. You're observing it, but you're just keep going. Now I'm having to process my childhood and stuff, especially being in therapy and shit. And I'm like, oh, that's what I was looking at. Like, I remember this. I remember y'all was doing this. I remember this. Like, seeing so much stuff that they really just didn't think I knew what was going on at all. They thought I was just, here's a toy, girl. I can hear y'all arguing still over this toy. Like, what do you mean? Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing some really messed up things. My dad literally took me to play with this girl's daughter that he was cheating on my mom with. Like, literally, like, oh, girls, go play.
Wild.
Like, what?
And I think that's just something that's never gonna like
Like,
get
I'm
downloaded
never
into our
gonna
conscious
live.
mind. Like, you wasn't gonna find that out.
And like, mind you, I had to be young. Like, I think my
It's
dad...
actually so ignorant to treat children as if they are stupid in that sense. It's actually really ignorant. And as I get older and I'm an aunt and I have like 3 nieces and a nephew and I spend time with them, I like look at them and I'm like, they know so much, and I'm not gonna treat them like they're just dumb little kids. Like, I'd be like talking to them and communicating and like connecting with them like almost like they're adults, because I'm like, you're not stupid. Like, you know exactly what's going on, you know what you're doing. Especially my brother's daughter, she's so smart. I'm like, this girl, you gotta be careful with her. She knows exactly what she's doing. I don't treat them like they're little dumb kids, because
yeah, because they're not like, I just feel like, how do you grow up and forget? Because like, I mean, maybe you just had such a good childhood that like, or like upbringing, that like there isn't things that come up for you. But for me, like, I can't relate to that.
People like us cannot relate.
But anyways,
I just feel like even if a child's brain isn't fully developed yet, your soul is still processing things. Their soul is still, you know, like, it's still in there, like, processing things. And you get older and you remember those. Your soul brings it to your conscious mind or your subconscious mind, and you start, I don't know, just remembering shit. And it's like,
yeah,
what?
Yeah, it's crazy. Anyway, so that's why we want to create a community of people that have the same intentions as us, that are on the same wavelength, that are working on creating a life that's better for themselves and have an abundance of, you know, resources, because we are working our way there as well. And that's just the vision, that's the goal, that's the dream, you know? So
that's the goal and the dream.
Just putting it out into the universe.
Period.
Period too. Good rant.
Let's see.
That was a good rant.
Oh, it stayed for 17 minutes and the battery is...
Alright, so We just finished coming down from the rock climbing part. How do you feel?
I feel accomplished. I feel like I released some stuff, and I feel excited to keep doing our hiking. Yeah.
I feel good. I feel great. I feel
like this is a good start to what we got going on.
it is. It's a beautiful beginning to our journey, and I'm so grateful that it's you. I'm so grateful that we get to do this together.
Same.
And I'm so grateful for hiking and for nature and for God.
I feel like I've
for guidance.
fulfilled some of my purpose today, so I feel accomplished. It feels
Same.
good,
it feels good. I've been telling you this.
It feels, yeah, I know I freaking needed it.
We've been saying it. So we needed this today. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for making it this far. Oh, okay. Bomb. Looking bomb.
There's chicken under there, you just can't see it, I swear. Let's stir it for you guys. See, there's chicken.